Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and
Hey there friends, it's Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here, and welcome to my first Get It All Done With Me of the new year. I am feeling slightly worse for wear today because I've been having some fun adventure days with my family. I think those videos will probably come out after this one, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for all the good vibes that are yet to come. I am going to start this video today, but it will span a couple of days as I'm ticking things off my to-do list. So if you're looking for some organization and productivity motivation, grab yourself a cuppa and let's get into the video.
Sky's falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground.
We started off by heading over to Woolworths to do our weekly groceries. As you can see here, the fridge is not only looking a little bit bare, but it is also in need of a clean out as well. So I'm going to take everything out and give the shelves a good wipe down. In that area up the top is where we keep meat and dog food, and some of the paper towel I had in there was a little bit messy, so I decided to take that out and I'm going to replace it. Once I've got the fridge all nice and clean and organized, then I can start unpacking and putting away all of our fresh groceries that we just bought.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
While I'm in the kitchen, I'm also going to do a bit of light cleaning. There were a few bits and pieces from breakfast this morning that I wasn't able to stick in the dishwasher. So instead, I've just filled up the sink with some dishwashing liquid and I'm just going to hand wash those. I'm also going to clean out the microwave. It was just starting to smell like a little bit funky, so I wanted to freshen it up. And I also put in some of my lemongrass essential oils in there as well, just to give it a nice, fresh, sort of citrusy scent. After that, I'm going to head into our room and I'm going to change the bed for the day and put on a load of washing in our washing machine.
Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no
I had a couple of items of clothing that just had some marks on them. So prior to putting them in the wash, I'm just going to treat them with some stain remover. One of my many goals this year was to try and be more sustainable and limit or reduce the amount of plastic that we're consuming. So I'm pretty excited that one of my favorite cleaning brands, Macro, which I just pick up from Woolworths, has not only got the cardboard outer for their washing powder, but they now also come with a cardboard scoop that you can manually put together. Previously they used to be plastic, so I'm glad that they're making that change, and it certainly makes my goal of reducing my plastic consumption a whole heap easier. While I'm out there in the laundry, I'm going to pick up some fresh towels and go and deliver those to our bathroom. Then I'm going to head back out to the laundry and give it a good vacuum using my big boy Dyson vacuum cleaner rather than my little stick one. We've had a fair bit of wind lately, and because our laundry is outside and it doesn't have a guard down the bottom of the door, a whole heap of leaves and dirt and dog hair and whatever else you have outside always manages to get blown in, so I really wanted to tidy up the space. The laundry is all vacuumed and put together. I have finished a load of white, so I'm going to hang that out now and put on a load of darks. And then the other day I got Dave to sort out some of his shoes, and he actually ended up getting rid of about 4 pairs, which has helped to really clean and tidy this shoe rack. It's looking all nice and put together. Dave cut back some trees out the front the other day, so he's just breaking it up to put in the fireplace. We did burn all of the sticks that we had built up there previously, and I've already ticked off one of my goals this year. So the other day we went ahead and purchased this, well, new to me but not brand new car. It's a Mazda CX-5 and it's going to be my mum car. It's a couple of years old. I don't like buying brand new cars because I feel like you lose a lot of money on them as soon as you drive them out of the lot. Even though my new car was clean when we picked it up, I decided that I was going to go through and re-clean it again because I'm a crazy, obsessive, compulsive cleaner like that. And as I was doing so, I realized that yes, it may have been tidy, but it wasn't Carly's version of clean. So I'm very happy that I did go through and add my clean touch to things. I just grabbed my multi-purpose cleaner because I didn't have any specific car cleaner or polish at that stage. I did need to go and grab some from the shops, but I'll end up doing that later in the week. So this is what I've got for now. I've also just got a microfiber cloth, and I'm just zooming around and dusting all of the hard surfaces. And then I did go in and grab my Dyson stick vacuum to start vacuuming things, and I just took the big head off and just put one of these little attachments on there. However, I have mentioned in a previous video when I'm cleaning my car that it doesn't do the fantastic job of car cleaning, and it does have a habit of dying like halfway through, which is pretty much exactly what happened here. So I relented, took it in, put it on the charger, and decided to get my big boy Dyson vacuum and do the rest of the car with that, which I found was a whole heap better in terms of getting in all the nooks and crannies and just making sure it sucked everything up. I also went to my old car and got my seat covers off that. The front of them is lamb's wool, and I just find it's really nice and soft and comfortable, and I just wanted my specific seat covers in my new car. So I took the ones that the car I purchased with and I put those in the washing machine, and now that my car, my new car I should say, is nice and clean, I started transferring things over from my old car, and then it was time to clean my old car. So it did need a good vacuum, and when the wool seat covers were initially put on and they hadn't had any washes, they did start getting like all these little bits of fur left behind. I have subsequently washed them a few times and that transfer doesn't happen anymore, so hopefully it won't happen in my new car, but I do struggle even with my high-powered Dyson vacuum cleaner to get the little bits of fur off the seats. However, I will be putting the other seat covers that I got from my new car on, so hopefully you won't notice and it'll still look nice and clean and tidy.
Every day you're making me better.
I was so hot after being outside in the sun cleaning the cars that I had to firstly change my clothes and secondly come in for a bit just to get out of the sun and get a few jobs done inside. These are some of the clothes that Dave washed for me yesterday, so I'm just going to put those away. I've also just hung that load of darks out on the line, and I've just put those seat covers that came with my new car on in the washing machine as well. This was my small garden out the front. However, last year, after all of our heavy rains, pretty much every single plant that I had in there died. So rather than get new plants and just try and bring it back to life, I got Dave to get out all the rocks that were surrounding it, and we're just going to let the grass grow back in its place. In two of my other garden beds, I don't know necessarily if the rocks were super small or if they had just been buried too low in the soil, but they barely came up to cover the edge of the garden bed, and a heap of grass was always growing through. So with these old rocks that Dave got out of the front garden, we are going to transfer them over. Unfortunately, for some reason, they decided when they made that front garden that not only did they need to have the rocks dug into the ground, but they also needed to cement them in. So there was a whole heap of cement surrounding the rocks. Dave tasked me with the job of chiseling it off, which I was absolutely hopeless at. I mean, I did get a bit of it done, but he needed to take over and do majority of the work. I was just trying to be helpful, especially considering I'm asking him to do something to help me out, so I wanted to pitch in a little bit where I could. This is the final product both in the front and the back garden, and I think it looks so much better. We just need some of the grass to grow back. And then in this front garden, I needed to get in and do some weeding. Some grass is growing up in it, and it's really annoying because I can never fully pull like the root of it out. So it always just continues to spring back. While I'm at this front garden, I'm also going to deadhead my mum, which has a heap of deadheads on it, so I really need to freshen it up. These two mums that I have here were in my very front garden and were on the brink of death last year when I transplanted them over to this one, and they look so much better. I'm so glad that they are coming back to life and giving me all of these beautiful flowers. It's my last day recording for this video, and I've got two more things on the agenda. One is the dog and his bed situation. So I turfed him outside and I'm going to put all his inside blankets on in the wash. And then the second job is to mow the lawn. Dave whippersnipped yesterday, so now we just need to mow it and it'll look all nice and fresh. And then he's going to wash the dog, because there's no sense in the boy having a nice, fresh, clean smelling bed when he is not fresh and clean smelling himself. He actually doesn't mind having a wash, and as you can see here, he loves a good play with the hose. I hope you guys enjoyed this very summery and mostly outdoors get it all done with me video. I do have a heap more uplifting content coming for you this year, including clean with me videos, monthly reset routines, and some family day trips. So if you have any more video suggestions that you'd like to see from me, make sure you leave those in the comments down below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I put out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. With that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.